I'll tell you one thing, Dunn and Udo as a combination are dynamite. You talk about Dunn, I had a message from my former player by the name of Robert Lanier. Message on my recorder. Bob Lanier, Hall of Famer, called. He said, Dickie V, you better start talking about Lacedarius Dunn. He's legitimate. And I agree with you. I think when you look at Old Dominion, Hassel on the inside, Lee on the inside, perimeter game, not super strong in making shots. Tempo will be a vital part of the game. If they control the tempo of the game and Baylor can get it up and down the floor, Baylor will prevail.
You know, one of the things, Digger, I think is a great point about Tweety Carter. He's a guy who has really given up a lot of his offensive game this year to create for other guys. He came to Baylor. He was a high school All-American, big-time scorer. He scored some at Baylor, but he's cut into some of that scoring this year to get Dunn involved, to get Udo and other guys involved too.
Well, I take it back. He did have 2 points, but he didn't score in the first half. And the thing about Tweety Carter, these other guys are playing well. But I think if they're going to make any progress, Baylor now moving on to play Old Dominion, they've got to get Tweety Carter involved. He's got the experience. He knows what's going on. And for him to only end up with like 3 shots in a game, something's still missing. They got to have more balance in that attack if they're going to take care of business against a Baylor team. I mean, you know, against an Old Dominion team who we saw today that can rebound and force you outside. Notre Dame didn't shoot well in the perimeter. So this is why, to me, Tweety Carter's going to be a factor if Baylor knocks off Old Dominion, Hubert.
I agree with you, Coach. Sam Houston State played a triangle, too, most of the game. So basically what they did was take away Lacedarius Dunn and Tweety Carter and made the front court players for Baylor to beat them. But you're right about Tweety Carter. He came in as a scorer, and now he does an excellent job of understanding when to be aggressive offensively, when to be a facilitator. So he does have to step up.
And the way to resolve that, anytime you see a triangle and 2, run your man-to-man offense. Because
it gets some good motion.
It really does.
Hey, let me just say this, though. Blaine Taylor, he used to be on a staff with Mike Montgomery. He's a purist, a guy that really lives and dies with the X's and the O's. He will be working diligently on how to try to attack that Baylor defense to get Lee and Hassel involved.